What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Wolf Den. This is another reaction video, another episode of Filling It or Killing It, and I'm excited because today we're doing Hopsin, one of my favourite rappers. We're listening to Alone With Me.
They told me do it like Kate does, gotta get them hyped up.
Okay guys, welcome back. So Hopsin, Alone With Me, brand new one came out yesterday. I haven't listened to it yet, so let's just jump in, listen to it. Honest reactions all the way through. I don't know where we're going with this. I imagine it's going to be standard Hopsin talking about like the big sort of issues in his life and being very honest, but also with that just real fun musical side of him, which I've known to grow and love. So yeah, let's jump in, listen to it, honest reactions all the way through, and then at the end, are we filling it? Is it something we're going to listen to again on one of our playlists? Are we killing it? Is it something we're not going to come back to? Hopsin, Alone With Me.
Marcus fucking Hopsin, my guy, what up? Don't mean to intervene. How are things going? Talk to me. How you living, G? You look so confused right now. Do you remember me? Cause I've been with you since a teen, fucking you up mentally. I love it, dude. Staying inside your head with a rent is free. I'm just here to make sure you keep all your crazy tendencies. Look at yourself in disbelief, struggle with your identity. Stuck in depression until you diagnosed with it clinically. How's your love life? It's still a trifling mess? Nigga, you 35, you haven't found a wifey yet? I mean, if I was you, would I be stressed? Why, yes. I guess a mail order bride is nice, it might be best. So how did you manage to get rich yet be so empty? Constantly stuck in a deep old frenzy. Maybe your ego ain't eco-friendly. Bro, you got a life that we don't envy, and I bet suicide must be so tempting. Do it.
Wait, hold up.
Damn.
Fuck's wrong with me? I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? Reminding my theory. It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
Okay, this is cool. I like this. I like the devil. This is proper Hopsin playfulness. I really like that he isn't overly aggressive when he's playing that sort of devil on his shoulder character and he's talking to himself. He's obviously putting a lot of personal stuff out there, and Hopsin always does that, and it's one of the things that really, I think, sets him aside from other rappers. When he talks about stuff and he talks about his issues and stuff on the song, you know it's not performative. You know a lot of it is really something that he's been dealing with or he's dealt with and he's putting it out there. I really like that hook. Wait, what's wrong with me? That's already in my head. That sounds so nice. Really understated, wasn't over the top, and really didn't was subtle and really, really nice. It had that feeling of like, oh, it's just someone that's snapping themselves out of a out of a moment when they're beating themselves up or they're in their own head, and it's that quick little snap out and wait a second, no, everything's okay. I really enjoyed that. This is a cool one already. It's a bit different. I don't know, the kind of production side is a bit different. I kind of anticipated the piano and that kind of stuff coming through. Quite interesting with the tick-tocking at the start. Doesn't sound necessarily like a standard Hopsin song, but if this is where he's going musically with his next album, I mean, I'm cool with it. The beat sounds nice to me. There's nothing jarring about it. I don't think it's too repetitive or anything, but there's a cool video as well.
Wait, hold up.
Shit.
It's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? Reminding my theory. It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
So how's the rap life? Do people enjoy your music? Or you still spitting that bullshit to destroy the youth with? Be honest, you live in the shadow with Joyner Lucas. You jealous? I know that you are, my point is proof. What the fuck happened to you? You was spitting so cold. You was the ill man Hopsin on the list with the ghosts. Then you fell off. You should've took a different approach. I hate to say it, but you'll never be like Kendrick or Cole, nigga. It's fucked up.
Wow, that's a big pop at himself about Joyner Lucas, and I never really considered them very similar, but now they definitely are, yeah, for sure. I mean, very different styles, but kind of the stuff they talk about thematically, yeah, quite similar. And then Kendrick and Cole are, well, he's already cussed out Kendrick Lamar before for being short and all that kind of stuff, and you know he's gone at rappers like that. But I mean, I think he's still probably quite underground for someone that has been around for 10, 15 years. He is still quite underground, but he is spoken about with respect and sort of admiration from other artists, and he was mentioned by Eminem and people like Tech Nine and Token and underground rappers. He is firmly up there. It's just he isn't probably the first person that's on the fucking Double XL or Hot New Hip Hop when he drops a song or whatever. But that's more of a culture celebrity type thing than a rap thing. To be honest with you, it's more about kind of personality and about who's pushing you and where the money's at, rather than how good you are technically or how much like sort of output you're giving. But yeah, fair enough. Respect to Hopsin for taking shots at himself, and like kind of hopefully that's more of a way of like, let's sort of inspire myself to do better and be more, rather than about sort of just dragging myself down.
Yo, that isn't fair, Marcus. I'm hoping that God will answer your prayers, Marcus. But even if he does, the chances are rare that you'll have hands in the air headlining Madison Square Garden. Nigga, put the mic down, don't you fight this fight. Cause you the corny rapper only weird white kids like. So every time the blogs post you...
No, I feel personally attacked. The corny rapper that only weird white kids like. I think that's what he said. I mean, I'm 28. I'm not a kid. Weird, probably. White, definitely. Yeah, fair enough. Nah, that's not true actually, because I got a couple of black mates that like Hopsin, and I used to jam with a couple of guys that are really into funk volume that were not of this pale complexion. But I have been to Hopsin shows, and yeah, it is majority white people. Okay, fair enough. That doesn't make you less authentic. Hip hop's for everybody nowadays, bro.
Roast you. I would rather be dead than be caught living in your shoes.
Wait, hold up.
I'm tripping.
Fuck's wrong with me? I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I feel him? It couldn't be clearer.
I saw that a bit back in the chorus.
Hold up,
Please stop.
it's got control of me.
Proper
I
Hopsin.
don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I feel him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
Alright, I got an idea. I'll tell you how it works. It's gonna sound a little outrageous, but hear me out first. Turn your phone off for 2 weeks and start an outburst of worried family members, which leads to a local town search. And when they find you, you dead inside of your crib with a letter that says goodbye to your kid. But you don't get to see him anyway, cause your ex is wildin' and shit. So in his little head, it's like you already died. It's a trip. While you reside in heaven or hell, whichever side that it is, your baby mom's will regret the shit she never tried to get fixed. If you're alive, chances are she'll never try to repent. I'm just trying to show you ways to exercise your revenge. All you want is love, right? Well, you gon' have to get some balls. Shoot your fucking brains out until they splat against the walls. I mean, it has to hit the blogs, and all your fans will get involved, and you'll be missed, cause people don't know what they have until it's lost. Hug your dad and kiss your mom before this transition is done into the new life. Your current one is trash, it isn't fun. Yeah, everybody got problems, and we all fighting this big war, but your problems are different. You got nothing to live for.
Hold up, oh no, fuck.
That was a real nice transition of the music in the back there. Oh, that was really, really cool. But that was an interesting verse. That kind of shows you that the sincerity at which he's talking about with this kind of stuff. He's saying, you know, I've thought about what would happen if I did kill myself, and the impact it would have. And there's, for me, from a sadistic side, there's that kind of element of, oh, I could have got revenge on people or whatever, I'll hurt people. And there's that kind of like, well, why don't I just do it then? And then there's the other side where it's like, no, I'll hurt people. That compassionate side of like, no, I don't want to do that. This is not what it's about. And that shows you that he's been going through some very, very real stuff. He's been gone, like, realistically from the spotlight, maybe going on 5 years. He kind of stepped back to deal with stuff. And I think he's obviously coming out and he's comfortable talking about the issues, and maybe he's dealt with it and he's ready to be in a place where he can sort of move past it and put it past him. And I hope that's what this is, rather than it just being a continued cry for help. I hope this is him saying, this is how it was and this is how I was feeling, but now that's kind of out behind me, that depression, and I'm moving forward, and my creative output has been positively impacted, and I'm going to put more music out and that kind of stuff. It's a really heavy song. It sounds great, don't get me wrong. I will definitely listen to this again, but it's really heavy, it's really introspective, and it really draws there's something in it that everyone will be able to draw parallels within their own lives and relate to. But yeah, there's about a minute left, so let's just listen to it all the way through, and then at the end I'll give my final verdicts on it.
Can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I feel him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up,
Please stop.
it's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I feel it? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
What I'm thinking, what you're thinking is not the important thing. We are alive right now, that is the important thing. It is important that you focus on this fundamental sense of aliveness within you, and then you will see there is a natural distance between you and your thought process. Once you create a little space between you and your mind, between you and your body, this is the end of suffering. Don't identify any thought as negative, because it's just a thought. Who told you it's negative? It's just a thought. You're making it up, maybe you like it. What's the problem? If you understand it's just a thought, it has no power. If you think it's a reality, then it destroys you.
Yeah, interesting. And that video at the end kind of feeds into that idea that I was saying about him. He's ready to actually just pull a pin on that feelings and that part of his life where he was coming to terms and dealing with stuff and grieving for, you know, the kind of issues that he was facing, and he's ready to move past it. I think that's this is a kind of seminal moment in his new career, and I think we've seen it anyway through the stuff like Burying the Hatchet with Dame and kind of the other stuff he's been doing. And I think if this is what a Hopsin album's going to sound like, I really can't wait. I think it's going to be mind-blowing. I can't wait to hear more of this stuff, and also I want to see where he's going to come with his more playful stuff and his like messing around kind of songs as well. I think it's going to be real exciting. The music sounds different, but there was still them kind of like, there's still sort of notes of Gazing in the Moonlight there, definitely some kind of more Knock Madness kind of feelings to that track. So I really liked it. I thought it was really good. It's going on my playlist, but to be honest with you, there aren't many songs by this man that aren't on my playlist because honestly I'm such a big fan of him. Before we go, I just want to remind everybody that my second poetry collection, Letters Never Sent, is out now, and you can purchase it down in the link below, but also down below is the link to our virtual book launch which we did past weekend, and it's got my performances and that kind of stuff in it, so please do check that out. I like this, I hope you like this, I hope you like this video, and I hope you like my opinions. So please do like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, put new songs for me to react to down below, and until the next video guys, peace.